Your insurance claim can be completely valid, fully covered, and still end with you getting paid a fraction of what you're owed, or nothing at all.
And here's the uncomfortable part. In most cases, the insurer won't break a single law to do it. They don't have to, because the system is built to let them pay you as little as legally possible.
This isn't a conspiracy, it's a business model, run with about 7 repeatable moves.
And the simplest one, the one that beats most people, is just to stall, to delay your claim until you're desperate enough to accept less. I'll show you all 7 and how to shut each one down.
Start with the mindset, because everything flows from it. To you, a claim is an emergency. Your roof, your business, your livelihood.
To the insurer, your claim is something very different. It's a cost, a number on a spreadsheet they'd prefer to shrink. The company makes money by collecting premiums and paying as little as possible. That's not evil, it's just the incentive.
And the people who handle your claim, the adjusters, are often measured on how little they pay, not how fairly.
So when your claim lands on their desk, their job isn't to find reasons to pay you, it's to find reasons not to. Which brings us to the first tactic, and it's the quietest, most effective one they have: delay.
Delay costs the insurer almost nothing, but it costs you everything: time, money, and patience.
They know a person with a flooded business or a wrecked car is under pressure. The bills don't wait.
So they slow everything down. We're still reviewing. We need more information. The adjuster will get back to you.
Weeks turn into months, and every week that passes, you get a little more desperate, a little more willing to take less. Delay is designed to wear you down until a lowball offer starts to look like relief, which is tactic number 2.
The lowball offer, the first number an insurer puts in front of you, is almost never their real number.
It's an anchor, a deliberately low starting point designed to reset your expectations of what your claim is worth. They're betting that after weeks of delay and stress, you'll just grab it, and many people do. But that first offer is the floor, not the ceiling. It's the opening move in a negotiation you didn't know you were in.
The mistake is treating it as a final verdict. It isn't. It's a test of whether you know your claim's real value.
Tactic 3 lives in a place almost nobody reads: the fine print of your own policy. The moment you file, the insurer's experts comb through your policy looking for one thing: an exclusion. A clause buried on page 40 that says this specific situation isn't covered. Water damage, but not this kind. Loss, but not from this cause. This is where claims quietly die, not because you did anything wrong, but because of language you never read and didn't write. Their job is to fit your disaster into an exclusion. Your job is to know your policy well enough to fight back. Tactic 4, the recorded statement. It sounds routine. It's anything but.
Early on, an adjuster will ask to record a statement about what happened. Friendly, just procedure, they say.
But everything you say is evidence, and a claim is a story that has to stay perfectly consistent.
If you guess at a date, estimate a value, or say, "I think," and it later doesn't match, that inconsistency becomes their reason to deny.
They're not recording to understand you. They're recording to lock you into words they can use later.
Tactic 5 is attrition by paperwork, the endless document request. They ask for a form. You send it. Then they ask for another. Then a receipt from 3 years ago. Then the same thing again, worded differently.
Each request sounds reasonable on its own. Together, they're a strategy. Exhaust you until you give up or make a mistake. And if you ever miss one or send it late, that becomes failure to cooperate, a clean, legal reason to deny.
Tactic 6, disputing the cause and the value.
Your building is damaged. You say it was the storm. Their adjuster says it was old wear and tear, which isn't covered. Now it's their expert against you, and their expert works for the company paying the claim. Same with value. You say the repair cost $50,000. Their estimate somehow comes in at $20,000.
The gap between those numbers is money that stays in their pocket, unless you can prove otherwise.
And tactic 7 is the one that closes the trap, the quick settlement and the release you sign.
After the delay and the stress, they offer you a check. Fast, easy, done. Just sign here. But that signature almost always comes with a release, a document that says you accept this amount as full and final.
The moment you sign, your claim is closed forever, even if you later discover the damage was 3 times worse.
They're not offering you closure. They're asking you to sign away every right you have left, often for less than you're owed.
So that's the playbook. Delay, lowball, exclusions, recorded statements, paperwork, disputed value, and the final release.
None of it is illegal. All of it protects their money, not yours. Now here's how you fight back.
Understand that you are in a negotiation from day one. Not a favor, not a formality, a negotiation.
The insurer knows this from the first phone call. The claimant, who also knows it, is already ahead of most.
Second, document everything obsessively from the very start.
Photos, videos, receipts, dates. Write down every call, who you spoke to, and what they said. Build a record they can't argue with.
When your evidence is undeniable, half of their tactics simply stop working.
Third, put every communication in writing.
Phone calls disappear. Emails don't. If an adjuster tells you something important, follow up in writing to confirm it. Create a trail.
Fourth, find every deadline in your policy and never miss one.
Proof of loss, reporting windows, the time limit to take legal action. Put them on a calendar with alerts. Deadlines are where careful claims still die.
Fifth, never accept the first offer as final. Treat it as the opening bid it is. Come back with your own documented number and be ready to justify it line by line.
Sixth, get your own independent estimate. Don't let their adjuster's number be the only number on the table. An independent contractor or appraiser gives you leverage and proof.
Seventh, prepare before any recorded statement.
Know your facts cold. Stick to what you know. And "I'll confirm that and get back to you in writing" is always a complete answer. Never guess.
And eighth, for a large or disputed claim, bring in a professional.
A public adjuster or an insurance attorney knows every tactic in this video because they face them for a living.
And insurers behave very differently when the person across the table can't be worn down or confused.
Above all, read before you sign anything, especially a settlement.
If you don't fully understand what a document gives up, don't sign it. Once you release your claim, there is no going back.
Here's the truth most people learn too late. The insurance system isn't broken. It's working exactly as designed.
It's designed to collect steadily and pay carefully, to reward the informed and quietly shortchange the passive. The company isn't betting that your claim is invalid. It's betting that you don't know how the game is played. Every tactic in this video works best on one type of person, the one who trusts the process and waits politely. Don't be that person. Be documented, be on time, know your policy, and treat every step as the negotiation it always was. You paid for that coverage for years. When the moment comes to collect, make them honor it. Because the difference between the claimant who gets paid and the one who doesn't is rarely luck. It's knowledge. And now you have it.
Subscribe, and next time your insurer makes a move, you'll already know exactly what it is.